Great. Well, thanks for coming, everybody. Bob asked us to do a presentation of the landscape design for your um, for your complex. So what I'm going to do is share my screen, and we put together a little presentation to run through. Okay, let me just get this to full size. Okay, can everybody see the screen? Just nod your head yes if you can see it. Okay, great. Um, So as most of you know, this process started a couple years ago as part of the waterproofing project. And we initially did an overall conceptual master plan for the long-term planning. And this is just the existing original conditions, which everybody's familiar with. And then it led into this master plan, which we're not going to get into today, other than this was the initial ideas of what areas are going to be landscape, what areas will be lawn, where the walkways may be realigned to maximize ADA accessibility and all of those types of things. So we started this process in 2023, and at the tail end of that process, we put together some image boards on what different types of low water use lush landscape could look like. So we came up with theme A, low grasses, low water use with an emphasis on grasses. Theme B, low water use with an emphasis on foliage. And theme C, low water use with an emphasis on succulents. So that was during the master plan phase. And then when we started to get into the more detailed design development phase, we took an existing photo of the front of the building. We said, okay, how can we apply these themes to the real site using real plants? So we came up with a few alternatives of what these might look like: Scheme A, Scheme B, Scheme C. And we met with the board and talked about what we liked, what we didn't like, um, what things would work well. We knew that it was desirable to have some rock mulch along the back of the sidewalk like you have now, and some um, things that will discourage dogs from going on the landscape and up towards people's units. And then that developed into um, like our ultimate planting design, and we created these renderings, different views of the building to show, okay, we wanted to keep the existing carrot wood trees. um, we wanted to create some sense of privacy to the courtyards, so people looking out their windows would have like their own private garden in a way to look into. We wanted to create a nice street scene that also had flowers, different textures, low water use, discourage the dogs from using it as a bathroom, basically. So we came up with these different scenarios. This is an above view showing the types of plants and the textures and the colors. This is outside the lobby. One of the things we worked on with the board to save money was to eliminate the water features that would have to be rebuilt here and just go with some really nice plantings that will provide the look and feel of a lush garden space. And then we moved around to the back, and we know that how important views are from all the units. So we wanted to make sure anything put against the blank walls was flat up to the walls, and things were low enough to see out over the units. This is a typical view showing how the plantings would look looking out at somebody's balcony, and you can still see the bay. Um, so we developed these renderings, got board feedback, tweaked things as we went, and then we developed the actual construction plans and planting plans. So Whitmore Architects did all of the hardscape and stairs and railings and curbs, and the civil engineer did all the grading and drainage and all the corrections on that. And then we prepared the planting and irrigation plans, which you could see here. And I can spend more time on these. I know this is probably what everybody really wants to look at, but these show the existing carrotwood trees to remain. It's basically those renderings applied in plan view. You can see all the different plants. And we also spent time with the board over the last 2 years on what existing plants would be reasonable to dig up, put in boxes, water for as long as this project takes, then bring them back to the site and then replant them. So we worked with the board on some of those, and I'll get to that on one of the other slides. But so some of these are existing palms or different plantings that the board felt would be appropriate to salvage and replant, and we did include those in the designs. We also had to work with the city of San Diego. Let me stay on the back for a second. Both big Torrey pines obviously were a priority to save, and the areas that are getting impacted by grading, basically we're putting lawn back where there was lawn and on the outside of this walkway, and we're putting the low water use, low maintenance, um, textured plants near the units, and that'll also prevent, and discourage people from walking up and into the windows and things like that. It gives a little bit of privacy along the units, but still keeps the views. So this is one of the Torrey Pines. Here's the pool. Okay, this is the front. The city of San Diego also required us to in add a number of trees to make sure we complied with their street tree requirements, which we did. And so we have some Palo Verde trees out front, along with some palms, um, California fan palms to really accentuate the entryway, and along with the similar landscape that you've seen in the renderings. We also know that the unit down in this corner had some existing vines or hedges, and we re have that scheduled to be replanted with 15-gallon uh, evergreen shrubs that will provide privacy to that unit, and also put in some plants that will create somewhat of a visual barrier here. So when you look out of the unit, this will feel like its own little private courtyard. And we did that on all the courtyards around the front. Um, One of the later value engineering options was to eliminate all the water out of these planter walls and plant it with succulents and other plants that go with the theme. So that's why you see a little revision cloud of Delta 2. There were some changes to the site and um, revisions that went along into these plans as they went. So that's basically that area. Um, let's see what else here. Okay, this is the ultimate plant palette. So you could see and if Bob would like to, this could be shared with the group afterwards. But this has every Latin name, common name, the quantity, the size. Sometimes it has the spacing if it's applicable, what the water use is, the ultimate mature height and width. So this has all the different plants. Let's see, the ones that say salvaged by Heritage Landscape Services, those are the ones that were dug up and saved. And we also, to comply with the number of existing shrubs on the site from the original 1970s plans, the city wanted us to make sure we had a comparable amount of shrubs. We also have specifications for replacing all the soil that's excavated with good topsoil and compost. So these plants will have a great growing medium to grow in. Um, and then after that, these are the planting details. These are some of the details for the green screen, vine trellises. Then we also had the opportunity, because it was a necessity, to redo all the irrigation to the most modern, highly efficient drip irrigation system using the existing water meter location. But that all of the irrigation that gets torn out is going to be replaced with drip irrigation. And these are the plans that show the drip irrigation, with the exception of the lawn areas out by the Torrey Pines. Those would get new spray heads that match the existing spray hedge and just be rearranged to match the new alignments of things. But that'll be the lawn will stay on spray. And again, here's more irrigation showing all the valves and the zoning around the building. And then we had to comply with the city's landscape water use calculations. So that's based on two things: the type of plants you use, whether they're low water use, medium water use, or high water use, and the type of irrigation you use, whether it's highly efficient drip irrigation or less efficient spray irrigation. So we did comply with the city's requirements for water use. This shows all the different components that are going into the new irrigation areas. And then we again have all the details showing how this gets built for the contractor to install it the proper way. And that's pretty much our presentation in a nutshell. And I guess Bob, do you want to say anything to add to this? Or Jeff from Whitmore is on too. He can, both of you guys, if you have anything you want to add to it, or if you want me to elaborate, I certainly can.
I don't have too much to say. Maybe people may have some questions. One thing though, when you go back to the water feature that was now plants.
Right.
Go back to that one where we did that was a cost savings we tried to do, and we made it plants instead of a water feature, and we were able to gain some space, additional space at the pool, which
Oh, that's right.
we
Yeah.
did enlarge the pool area in that area, so that was good.
Right.
Um, but yeah, we heard the feedback from we had a presentation of the master plan. You guys all gave a lot of feedback. They took that information down, and this is what they came up with. But you can see what it's like. It's a pretty intensive process with this planning schemes, the irrigation, the grading, and all that. So
Mm-hmm.
this is and the city weighs in on this. So anyway,
Right.
Jeff, do you have anything to say? You want to say anything, Jeff? You're muted. You're muted. No, you're muted, Jeff.
Maybe you need to unmute him, Bob. I don't know if it sometimes it doesn't let you have control.
Jim, can you unmute him? There you go.
I don't even see him. Let me find him
He,
here.
he's not
This is Jeff. Jeff is the one, GEOFF.
muted.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah, we still don't have any audio
Put
from
your
him.
hand up. Put your hand up, Jeff.
not muted.
Okay. Try it now.
It's no audio, but it doesn't show you're muted.
Huh, okay. Well, okay. Sorry, Jeff. Anybody else, if they want to talk, we can't see everybody here. If they want to talk, put your hand up. Oh,
I've got my hand up, Bob.
who's that? John
John
Spar?
Sp-
Okay. So
John Sparrow, yeah.
Spar, yeah, we can hear you, so you're all right. All right,
Oh,
John.
all right, good, without a 12-year-old here. Tim, nice presentation. Question, you showed us scheme A, B, and C along the streetscape. Which
Yes.
one is the final
It was
selection?
actually in a hybrid of them. There were things that the board liked from each scheme, and that's how we ended up creating.
So are we doing the barrel cactus or what are we doing out there?
Yeah, in some limited areas we are doing the barrel cactus,
Okay,
and we have some aloe, we have some agaves, we have
yeah,
some creas, we have some lomandras, some different grasses, some
Talk
cordyline.
about the ground cover.
The ground cover is primarily a couple different types of lomandras, which are an evergreen, low growing.
No, I mean like the bark or the rock.
Oh, out front, let's see. I think we had a picture of the rock.
Yeah.
Most of the site will get like regular bark mulch, and there's a strip all the way along the sidewalk that will get more rougher cobblestone.
Actually, we're trying to keep what we have there, the first 10 feet. We're trying to keep the rock, to save money, they're trying to keep the rock we have now.
Oh, yeah, if they're gonna try to keep it, then that's the rock that'll stay.
Yeah. So only the first 10 feet, then the rest is gonna be a mulch and things like that to save on weight.
Yeah, but yeah, because the rock is very, very expensive. So the rest of the site beyond the 10 feet behind the sidewalk will just be regular dark brown bark mulch.
There was a note from Jeff. Did you see it?
Let's see
I think he said talk about how the landscape mimics the Mission Bay or something like that. Mimics some of the planning mimics. Can you put that note up again, Jeff?
It says, talk about how the landscape
Uh,
style minimum amount of planting and trees as the original 1974 plans.
yeah, we didn't hear you all the way. You kind of cut out. Oh, there is some chat stuff here. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to see the chat, unfortunately.
Okay, here we go. I just brought it up. Okay, Tim, talk about how the landscape style mimics the natural landscape of Mission Bay. Also discuss how the city required, he said about the sand mat plants and trees of the original. He said that already. But about
Right.
the mimicking of Mission Bay.
Yeah, I mean, this is bringing the project into I don't want to say modern because that could be dated, but it's using plants that are available, low maintenance, lush, and that bring this up to a updated look. The tropical, pure tropical look that is the original Bay scene and what you see on Shelter Island and Point Loma, where it looks like Hawaii imported over like that. High water use landscape looks actually dated now in San Diego, in my opinion. So, and we know beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and if 100 people design this, there might be 100 different solutions. But we did try to take everybody's comments into account when we did this. But this definitely will fit into the Mission Bay area and Pacific Beach area, and what some of the nicer newer developments are using. And yeah, I hope that answers the question. Okay.
Anybody else put your hand
Yes,
up?
you can't see my hand. This is Gail in 315. Tim, could you show a picture? Perhaps I've been looking, but perhaps I missed it, of the garden in front of Tower 3. If you're looking at basing to the right of the lobby and across the front driveway.
Yeah, like right here.
Is that the one? I just wanted to see which is.
That's the one.
Sorry,
Tim.
fast
Zoom in
forwarded.
on that one. Zoom in on that one, Tim.
I'm sorry, I
I
missed.
don't know if I could zoom in on PowerPoint.
Right.
Here, let me open
I
up
didn't
the
see it. It was Tower 3
yeah,
across.
let me open up the
Oh,
PDF file so I could zoom in.
Okay.
thanks so much.
Here we go. So there's a couple trees here.
Where I don't see.
Awesome.
We're not seeing it yet.
Oh,
saying-
I know why. It's only sharing the one file that I had open. Okay.
It was, I didn't see any pictures of that front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have pictures of the whole building. We only did sample pictures of a couple areas to show the look and feel. But this shows all the plants that are proposed that are similar to the other plants that we showed in the renderings.
The only thing is in that front garden before, because we had such mature foliage,
Mm-hmm.
it created a privacy factor for the unit, my unit, which is right across the driveway. So
Yeah.
it needs somewhat.
So
taller
this
plant.
is all like will grow to be taller. These
Yeah.
will grow to be taller.
You
And
meant,
then
But
we
I'm
also
saying-
have
Mhm.
some trees here.
you mentioned
will
that
grow in.
something was taken out and they were going to be replaced in front of that Tower 3, which I think was Gail's. You said that earlier.
Yes, it does definitely
You
need.
said some,
Oh, that's right here.
I don't know.
That's right.
oh,
right
that's
where-
not by Gail's unit then.
That's,
Gail.
Oh, I don't
that's
know
her
which-
balcony. That's her balcony. Her
Okay.
bedroom balcony.
Oh,
Yeah, this is the area that had an existing, maybe like a 5 or 6 foot high
oh, yes.
vine, and we are planting things to replace that
But
will
rather
grow to
than-
that same height.
Tim, but my concern naturally is that things take years to grow. And there is a critical, with the windows they are and the way they open, there must be something you could, I know banana trees, for example, or these big palms that you see everywhere, you can buy, even if they have to be artificial, something that creates some privacy that can't be flat looking straight in, because that becomes a big passageway right in front.
Right, these are proposed to be
I'm not
upsized
about that.
at installation, and these grow in really quickly.
I'm talking
Like
about,
within a year, they'd probably be 6 to 7 feet tall.
I'm talking about the other main garden.
Oh
And
yeah, there's all lots and lots of planting all in here. These are all trees, shrubs, palms, like different
Of different
elevations,
heights, of different
Oh,
heights.
good, good. Just so that's all. As long as they're different heights, and some will actually come in higher, especially
Yes,
over
oh yeah.
on the 3 opening windows. Any
Mhm.
that could, because before you couldn't really break in easily on those windows that opened because
Mhm.
plants right in front of them. So anything
Yeah,
you
these are
that would be
all the things in yellow are big things that will be large right away, and then the two red ones are going to be trees, and then what's not highlighted, those are the lower things, like
great.
right up to the building.
And just
But
as
this creates a real buffer, right, in this whole zone.
that's great. And also, is there in that picture, um, is there a fence or is that planned or not planned?
That is not planned at this time.
Okay, and this is the last comment. On the 3, I can't point my finger because you can't see.
Yeah.
Opening windows at the end, just very close up to make something, in other words, walking into the windows difficult. If you could put some shrubs, I don't care what size, but to help reduce that risk of when the windows are open.
Okay.
Because they're right there on the ground, a person could walk right in. So it'll be helpful if there's some plants right in, close up.
Right. Are the windows, are the windows along here?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Okay.
they're at
Yeah, there
each
will be plants all planted there.
right in
Um,
front. That's great, just because so
That's all.
Yeah, all of these
Those things
symbols
plants.
are proposed plants. Yep.
great. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me look. Anybody other hands up? I'm looking for hands.
Yeah,
A
Bob,
question?
I was going to mention the water features that are being replaced. And Tim mentioned life cycle cost on that. And that was a pretty important consideration because first cost is going to be a whole lot of pumps and filters that all have to replace a lot of plumbing too. That's quite expensive. And then the cost of water loss through
Right.
evaporation and spray. And then we were paying our pool guy a lot of money every week to come in there and clean those out,
Mm-hmm.
and particularly when the wind blows and getting the pine needles out of that. So that's going to be a considerable savings.
Oh,
It
definitely.
also
Yeah.
made the city happy and helped us get a permit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tim, I see somebody from the backside that towers 3 and 4 that face the I want you to show
Down here.
or 3 that yeah, right in that area. Yeah, because this is their view from their balconies here and all, and how you enhance that.
Yeah, I think these areas we planted Chapelera trees to match what was there previously in most cases. I think that's what we have here.
And these roots are going to be safe for the new waterproofing?
Yeah, I mean, the same as what was out there now. There's a pretty thick amount of soil there, and we worked with Jeff on making sure that where the trees are going, there is the right amount of root zone over the structural foam. So we also did use some Brisbane box trees here, and those are like tall and skinny vertical trees to block out this neighboring residential, so there's not really any views to the bay this way.
Move over to the left though. I want to see that unit because that's the next unit next to Tower 3. That's their only view right there of the bay. This area right where it says 1 and that where the entrance on either side of the entrance.
Oh, here?
This is their view, or right next to that. Right
Here?
there. That's their view of the bay. I mean, that's their view from that's their view.
Yeah, yeah, not of the bay, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's a pretty narrow planter, so we just have some plants that would fit that area.
I guess it's this one right here, next to that, to the right of that. It was that one, where the tree is, yeah,
Here?
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what, I guess I don't know what your question is for this
I
one.
just wanted to kind of talk about it, because that was their view, so we enhanced that area as best we can to give them a view from there.
Yeah,
First floor, mostly.
right, yeah, that'll have a view over the low foliage and under the small tree.
Okay. All right, what, do we have any more questions? Ooh. I didn't get that.
Can you hear me, Bob?
Yeah, who is this?
This is Bill. I've been waving my hand.
Oh, okay, we don't see it.
I don't know how you can miss me.
You can't see everybody on the screen. You have
It
to-
doesn't show everybody's.
All right, anyhow, Tim, what I was wondering is if you could pull up the diagram for Tower 1 facing the bay. I'm just trying to figure out what's in front of my unit and goes down around the back side of building 1. There you go, up in that upper right corner there. What all's in front of my unit?
He doesn't know
Window.
what your unit is.
I'm in 1-1.
Is
Right,
is it this one?
that's
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. So basically, we just have, let's see here.
We getting rid of those bird of paradise?
Yeah, everything's going because it's all getting dug out.
Oh, good. I'm sick of those plants.
Yeah. We have some Carissa, which is dwarf natal plum, under the window. And those actually have some thorns on them. That was another thing we did to prevent people from wanting to get near people's windows.
Good.
We have some Westringia fruticosa blue gem along here. Those are like a dwarf evergreen bluish gray foliage. We have, let's see, mondo grass, I think. Some mondo grass right along the front here. We have pine mully, which is it's an evergreen grass that grows 2 to 3 feet tall. It's all low growing things, so we don't block the view. It's similar. It's not exactly the same as this. It's similar things like this. When you look out, that you'd see that there's not going to be anything too tall.
Okay.
And things will bloom year round, or different things will bloom at different times and different.
Yeah, there's different seasonal interest. Yes.
So
Mhm.
I have
A lot of it's done through colors and textures of the foliage, so it looks good all year round.
I have a question if
Mhm.
anyone can see me. Can you hear me?
Who
Yes.
is this?
It's Nancy in 153.
Okay,
The
Nancy.
grass on the sides of the wall that you just had up.
Yeah, over here.
So is that, you just showed a picture and there was grass on the walls?
Oh,
The green screen wall.
Is that going to be on every wall?
No.
Okay.
There's one here and one here
What towers are those? Oh, between,
between 1 and 2, like in this large opening.
but it's very narrow.
okay, is that going to attract bugs? Or is it real or fake?
It's real.
Will
and
that attract bugs? Because as it is, we
not
have a
that I
lot of
know
bugs right now coming onto our patio.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, here we bought what we see, the cement walls. And is that green? How much is it going to cost to maintain that green shrub on our walls?
It's
And is
basically
it
a
gonna-
climbing vine.
A climbing vine.
Yeah, it's so this is kind of what it would look like eventually as the vine grows on it. So
Yeah.
it's not like a hedge where you have to trim it or
So then,
it basically
so-
climbs up. It
okay,
climbs onto the screen and that's
I see.
yeah.
And so then will there be regular exterminators or whatever you have to do to keep the bugs away from that? Bob? Bob?
Yeah, but I guess if there's
Well,
a
we're
bug
gonna
problem,
figure that
you
out when
hire
the
an
time comes,
exterminator.
you know, I mean, this is all new.
I know it's all new, but that's not what we like decided and said, yes, we're doing this. These were all thoughts. Is this like locked in, this wall?
Yeah, these are the walls, the green walls. We're trying to get so they're not all blank walls.
Mhm.
They're very narrow. They will not block views, and it's a vine. Yeah, it's a vine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically there's one here and one here between 3 and 4, and there was
Going to be between 1 and
between
2.
1 and 2 in the same,
But it won't be
same
that close to
situation.
yours. They're that close.
Yeah.
It's at least 20, 30 feet away.
Yeah. I just don't want it to attract spiders or bugs or anything
But
more.
your balcony is way back. Look where your balcony is in relation to that.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, just wondering and how that would be maintained and what's the cost going to be on that.
Well, we don't know that yet. I mean, we're gonna.
Well, I know you don't know that yet. That's a reason for this meeting. Like all of
Mhm.
these unnecessary add-ons like that on the wall. Okay.
That
That was just my comment and my question.
that's
Is it going to
something we
attract
talked
more
about.
bugs than we have now?
All right.
That's my question.
I don't
And
think-
is that set in stone to have those on our
Well,
walls
keep
right
in
now?
mind, what we have now are plants or like
There's podocarpus there now, I think.
carpets. They're like 2 feet wide. This is a vine.
Yeah,
There's like podocarpus that are planted like this right now.
I see the ones that were up there already.
Yeah. So the other thing that we needed to do, which is a minor detail, but there are these access points to the crawl space,
Mhm.
and we need to maintain some way for a maintenance person to get in there. So we have some decorative gravel right at the base of the building, and then we'd have these vines planted in that gravel growing up the green screen. So we really wanted to make sure that from building face to building face was as wide as it could be, and it'll be better than it is today because the podocarpus are, are in that location, and they're, I don't know how wide, maybe 4 or 5 feet wide.
Yeah, just my question. I would
I
ask.
can't say if it's going to make more bugs now than later than it is now. Because bugs kind of go wherever. So
Yeah,
I really
Yeah.
couldn't say.
okay. And
if
my
that
other
would be a
question
problem.
was, is that a for sure thing? Is that being added on every wall?
That is in the plans right here. You see the plans. That's the plan.
Not every wall. Yeah.
Okay,
Just this wall and this wall on 1 and 2, and then
And looking out from
That's
tower
really
1,
going in the
tower-
alcoves.
yeah, we did have one here.
Yes.
On tower 2 and tower 3.
yes, I saw those, yes.
And then we had them on between
most of
3
the
and
tunnels.
4.
In the
But
tunnels.
it wasn't anywhere else around the rest of the towers. So I think there's 6 of these total.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question.
Okay, what unit?
141 Marianne Krasny.
Okay.
To add on to what Nancy was just saying, asking if these plans are concrete. And this is probably not for Tim, but more for the board. Are the getting rid of our ponds, is that a done deal?
The ponds are going to be torn up.
Okay, and that's something we're really unhappy about. So I just wanted to mention that, we felt that those ponds really made this complex. They were beautiful.
They were, yes.
Yeah, well, and we can make them work. I mean, we just have to fix them the right way. But, I just wanted to express our concern about that. I think that's really going to be sad to see those go.
Well, the idea of where we're replacing them is the plants, I think, Tim, you're going to help address this, are going to have access plants. So these are going to be really some high color. So they're going to be, instead of water feature, it's going to be something that's going to be very attractive, and especially the ones, the pool, that terrace down the pool. The idea was to make those special planting in there and make them, an accent themselves. So there will be
Right.
water. It's going to be at least an attractive thing to look at and all.
Yeah, we don't
Marianne,
have a rendering of that, but yeah,
one other thing, Marianne, if I can step in, the water features are going to be dug up.
like completely, they'll basically be completely destroyed. So something has to be rebuilt in their place. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just really sad to see them go. You'd walk from the lobby toward the pool, and it was
Right.
like being in a resort,
Right.
and everyone who came to visit us would compliment us on those. And it was one of the things that really attracted us to this place 25 years ago.
Hmm.
And like I said, we'd really be sad to see those go.
They are, Marianne, if I can step in for a moment. The water features are going to be dug up by the waterproofing. For the waterproofing excavation, there's no way around that. And to put those back is exceedingly expensive. And the long-term maintenance of them is exceedingly expensive. And over the long haul, we found that those ponds were very likely the source of some of the water leaks that caused the structural damage in the catacombs and in our garage that cost us, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars to repair. And we're just creating another problem. And it's, it's costing us a lot of money to try to fix these problems, so we don't want to make them happen again.
And
I think we ought to.
mention our our pool guy, Frank mentioned that pool guy.
Yeah, well, the pool guy said, this is costing you guys a lot of money. He says, I'm spending a third of my time cleaning out those water features. And yeah, as we go on for the next 30, 40, 50 years, Tim's talking about life cycle cost. I mean, those costs add up.
Our water costs are going up on almost a daily basis now too, and we do live in a desert, so I think we need to embrace. We already have a nice pool and a jacuzzi and everything, so maybe
and Jeff
losing these ponds is not a bad idea.
Jeff may want to step in on this, but I think if we went in there with the water features put back in, we don't get a permit from the city because of the water use.
So
Can you, Jeff, or you can't?
Yeah, I'm not sure on that. I know the city requires you to include any water areas as the same water use as lawn. So I can't say if I don't know if the calculations would work or not with those as water features. I believe they would, but Jeff might have some other feedback from the city that I wasn't aware of about allowing those or not allowing those.
But keep in mind, we've tried to keep this cost down, and that's one reason why we got rid of the water feature, because we saved $300,000 in initial costs. And then from there, the long-term maintenance is another thing, but it's a savings of $300,000 that Nautilus estimated.
Bob, could I make one more comment? This is Bill. On the side of Tower 1, facing our next door neighbor, we're leaving in that strip of grass. And I'm going, do we really want to do that? It looks like it's grass anyhow.
Right here?
Anywhere on that side of the building. I don't think we should have any grass.
This was one area of grass that we left.
That was it?
Yeah, that's the only grass on that side of the Tower 1.
Well, it seems a shame that you got to go out there and have to mow it, and I don't know. Something to consider.
I think there were some areas of grass left for. Do some people have dogs in their units?
Well, I'd say the number 3 units in Tower 1 should be the ones that have a say, because they get to look at it the most. So
Yeah,
not me.
No, well, dogs are not allowed to do their business.
No, they don't do business.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that was just meant to have some grass on the side there.
It's mostly beat up anyhow, that going down through there because of the path that's been made from the gate out to the street. But
yeah, that's gonna. I'll get rebuilt.
Yeah, I see that now. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm done.
that could go either way
I mean,
for
this
me.
is something that we have
grass.
now. I mean, who knows what it's going to look like 10 years from now? You know, we can do a lot. I mean, it's plants. It's not like this is going to be forever the exact same. I mean, if something changes down the road, it might. It's plants.
Mhm.
right, well, looks like people left. Oh, no, 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 here we go. Let me see. I don't see any hands. I'm looking for hands. So I think we're good. Tim, I really appreciate